invitation to a cosmic tale of infinite possibilities. All powered by the angelic light that all mankind possesses. An infinite cycle of life and death, a constant battle between good and evil, but always returning to one love, one creator, one source. Oneness, the cycle of the infinite.
Did you put it up? What the fuck?
OG, my fragrance, I reverse the matrix. I awaited the stargate, see constellations. Pallades, custom divine customs, break down the numbers. Mathematics, see half a fraction what we imagine. The soul bigger, my heart center, the source figure. Ego center, one day I learned to change my inner. One source, one energy, we all bound to. One force, one God, make the sound move.
Yeah. And I'm bound to make the ground move. With every step I take, earth shake as I pound through. Broke down barriers in rooms that are soundproof. Opened up my eyes, lost lies, and I found truth. God,
oh yeah, dude,
on my side every time. Stargates open when these portals intertwine. If it don't align, it's a sign to get back in line with the colors going up your spine.
Yeah, I have it up on my
of everything, porous vortex. My conscience will abort threats, leave them at the doorstep. I see singular, resonate with the nebula. Angelic source, our horse forms molecular. My green chakra absorb love, light being raw, sun divine medicines. Ancestors used before us. Calculate my origins, let them know that more's won. Every day a battle, ascension is when the war's won.
Hard pounding every day, every step I take. Only mean I'm that much closer to winning the race. Enemies is getting closer, they tracking my pace. When them old demons show up, that mean I'm closer to finish line. Don't OD in them realms, still gotta pay your dues, dog. Realize yourself, heal self from the roots up. Be the twin flame to yourself, let the fire burn the roof up.
In and out the stargates as I breathe. Through the wormhole I'm about to leave. Dipping in and out, I dodge and weave. All this energy, prana-chi. In and out the stargates as I breathe. Through the wormhole I'm about to leave. Dipping in and out, I dodge and weave. All this energy, prana-chi.
Omnidimensional, omnidirectional. I'm in these space after tasting these edibles. Or a glow from head to toe. Heart is light, no heavy load. As above, so is below. The wise know it's unknown like UFO. I peep the codes and subliminals. Merkaba spiral, that's pivotal. Love unconditional. Plugged up electrical. The mental and physical. I one with the spiritual. Cyclical, ebbing and flowing, coming and going. Liminal, higher and lower, closing and open. Yeah, I'm the soul controller, smoking on the top cola, spitting fire like a homer, sipping on the soma. Extracts, I don't react, I tesseract. The last is first, the first is last. No future past, no looking back. In Wonderland through the looking glass. Mad Hat of the golden cab. Hard take stargates, we open at.
In and out the stargates as I breathe. Through the wormhole I'm about to leave. Dipping in and out, I dodge and weave. All this energy, prana-chi.
G.O.D. we remain solo. Universal complex, how the team grow though. Every memory captured, that's a mind photo. Kashik record, yeah, we training in the source dojo. Fear's normal, but never fearing you mere mortals. Look through the portal, we are God's aura. Light speed, travel through the shadow, calling my battles. Yin-yang effects of atomic particles to an atom. Like Eve is the atom, a true completion of matter. Love alignment with the self-information all gathered. I might spark up the Buddha, spread the knowledge of tutor. Peace and love be the ruler of all that we doing.
The waves and sound we raise profound. A treasure found, we hold the crown.
I feel that ambition transmitting my vision. Solar system in my eyes, galaxy aligned. I smoke this fire every time I need to clear my mind. I hop up in the booth, I'm telling truth cause I don't gotta lie. My life character in the air, they unaware. I see the air but still care, look in the mirror. I'm smoking ganja, the only thing I need but air sight. I'm just fucking with you, but the universe gon' take me there. I'm blasting through the cosmos, twisting bouncing with the fronto. Swaying to the rhythm in my mind like it's a bongo. Take a look at yourself, be a leader, never follow. That's my motto, living motto from the bottom, how we conquer light. Yeah, I dance with the enemy together, making melodies. When I breathe, yeah, that's energy, balancing my energy.
So long as you are trying to make progress, you will go up. But not always it goes down. So while you are trying to get better and better and better, that means that when you get to the base, you're not going to go the worst. So you go round and round and round, ever chasing the illusion that there is something outside yourself, outside your here and now, will be attained when you make things better. And the thing is to recover from that illusion, something better, means somebody who's working hard and discovered that running around this thing may be fun, and it may be good to run around, but if you think you're going to get something out of it, you're not going to get it.
Of my chakras with my crystal smoking killer. Born to be the best, I must confess this is my calling. Gifted with the talent, gain some knowledge, now we ballin'. On temptation all around, Satan spawn and hellhounds. But my light remain to shine even when I feel down. Every breath that be profound, the ancestors so proud. We ignite the revolution, mystic spell with the sound.
The waves and sound we raise profound. A treasure found, we hold the crown. Look at the system they build against us. I know they liars. We brought the fire, yeah. Yeah, we inspire our dreams into triumphs with the heart of a lion. That's how we defy 'em and resign 'em. Questions of infinite life, connecting the stars in the sky. What does it mean to be mindful? Sending myself in a line. Nirvana, I'm lost in the vine. Yeah. Look within divine mind I follow. Healing with Shungape and Palo Santo. Blazing the
my courts in the heat defeat. All that negative deceased to the peace. I'll tease.
Divine mind I follow. Healing with Shungite and Palo Santo. Raising the ganja, then cast my mantra. Light of the place, so time I'm in my know. Flowing within my dreams are colossal. Raising the vibration, amazing, yeah.
Was good, y'all. Thank you everybody for joining. Wonder who's still all in the chat. We got Hypno in here. We got Nye High. Got the homie Nelson in here. Was good. So today we have an amazing artist here. Like to call him a homie, a friend too. We've been just dropped a song called Cosmos, and we're gonna, have some conversations. I want you guys to get to know artists. We have a lot of talent in the conscious community, and I think there needs to be more light shown on everybody. So, yeah, looks like. All right, I'm gonna welcome in Adam the Alchemist. What's good, bro?
What up, y'all? How we doing?
We're doing it, man. Shit,
Hell
we
yeah.
came a long way since the DMs, haven't we?
Yeah, bro, it's been crazy, honestly. It's wild. I remember listening to you way back in high school, so it's been super dope progression to get to the point where we're homies now.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
definitely life's a trip.
Yeah, man, from hanging out in Denver and people coming up scaring us to shit while we shooting our music video, asking for money and shit, man.
High
That
shit.
was
We're like, what the fuck?
yeah. That was cool though. And that video
No,
turned
it
out
was.
super fire. So
Hell yeah.
but yeah, man.
Fucking psilocybin music video, SG603 featuring Or the Prophet. Anyone who don't know what we're referring to, shit's dope as fuck. If you haven't, definitely tap in, check it out.
Yeah, it's an amazing song. And it's really cool because like we did the song so long ago, and then we did the video, and it was just like made it that much more awesome. What up,
Hell yeah,
Anthony
bro.
Diaz? Appreciate the love. Oh yeah, he said he knows the producer that did Cosmic. That's what's up.
That's dope. Hell yeah.
So yeah, tell the people that are in the chat right now. Tell them a little bit about yourself, like. Yeah.
Shit, I mean, so I go by Adam the Alchemist. Also can find me on Instagram at chef_SG603. So I'm a rapper, producer. I do a lot of mixing, really anything, cover art, just love being creative. I've been working on a lot of solo stuff as of lately, as well as a lot of collaborative work. But I started off in a group, SG603, with two of my soul bros. And have just been progressing, making new music, trying to expand the diversity and whatnot.
Yeah, so that's cool, man. I think that's really cool because one thing I always like wanted to have like when I started doing music was do like a group with my friends and stuff. Never really worked out, so and it's hard to do that kind of stuff. So like the fact that y'all still rocking and still doing it, and been able to make so much like dope music together, that's like it's a big deal. Like
Yeah, bro, it's definitely
something I'd be super grateful for. That's like.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely something where I think you kind of got to put that your homies first. Sometimes I feel like you can get naturally just wrapped up in shit, like try to treat it super business like, and just I think shit just works out because at the end of the day we have been like best friends for so long that it's kind of like, yo, bro, like gotta put that shit first. Like we're gonna still make dope music and all that shit, but I think that's what kind of keeps us at bay.
And that's a beautiful thing. That's a very powerful thing. You know what I mean? Like there's so much power in that. Like
for sure.
To have three like-minded individuals like all like working together and considerate of each other, and like all want to see each other shine just as much as themselves. Like that's a big thing, and that's very powerful.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Hey, we got Three Eyes in the chat. What's up, bro? He taps in every time I do this, man. He's always showing support. Shout out to the
Hell
homie.
yeah. Big love.
So yeah, so obviously we're into a certain kind of music. It's like we're in like a, I like to say, like the best underground genre in the world.
Hell yeah.
But uh so like what got you into like spirituality?
Dude, honestly, it's been just like a long journey. I remember even as a little kid, I had crazy dreams. I was always super interested in lucid dreams. I remember back when I first heard of the concept, I'm like, that's just a dream. And when I not anymore, like sometimes I'll have lucid dreams, but back when I was a little kid, every dream was a lucid dream.
Yeah.
And so I feel like when I first learned about that, it made me really like dig into like, that stuff. And then that brought me to stuff about frequencies, and I start learning about that. And I got into meditation at a decently young age, like probably seventh, eighth grade. And I was pretty consistent with it for a long time. Um, and then honestly, just like different trials in life, push you inside yourself deeper. Honestly, forms of escapism with different drugs kind of led me to experimenting with psychedelics that gave me a very profound wake up call.
I can relate
Um,
with that a
eh,
lot.
right,
Yeah.
right. So, and then that just pushes you further in and kind of start thinking back like, why has this shit always interested me? Like what's going on here? And then
Yeah.
that got me into kind of like past life shit and digging into the, I don't know, it's a whole wormhole, like. But yeah, I'd say it's just kind of always been something that's piqued my interest. And I've always believed in like a divine creator and a god, whatever, but I just never really fit into, like, I never understood how religions could be like the same thing
Yeah.
and so many people are dying from them,
Yeah.
disagreeing on these little nuances. So I just didn't really ever like vibe with it. So I
Yeah.
guess, yeah.
I can relate too. I feel like the first like I never really related to religion at all. My family was religious kinda. They would go to church and stuff, but they didn't as I got older. But when I first thing I got into spirituality, I was with my homies and we were watching. He was showing me like, dude, you got to check out these YouTube videos, and it was this show called Spirit Science. You might be familiar with it.
Oh yeah.
But they showed me this show, dude, and it was just like so crazy. Like it blew my mind. Like I remember we watched like all the episodes because there's like a different episode for like each topic. And by the end of the night, like I'm just like mind blown. And from then on, it was just like I just went down the
Oh
rabbit
yeah.
hole, and then psychedelics and then everything to being able to see like magic and manifestation like come to life,
Right.
like
For
through
sure.
like just like that song Metamorphosis and everything,
Right.
like it was a crazy journey.
Dude, that's actually dope as fuck to hear that from you, because I had an experience with one of my homies where I had been tripping quite often. And homie had tripped, but he never really, got there, so to
Yeah.
speak. And we're just me and him down in my basement. I ate a dose. I can't remember exactly how much, but just enough to be on the wavelength. But I really want to facilitate the experience for him. So he ate some more. We were just on mushies, and he's really like in there, and I can tell he has like this deep like pondering going on. So I was like, hang on, bro, give me a second, give me a second. I start playing all these videos for him, and at one point he's like, pause it. And I pause it, and he's like grabs my shoulders and got like borderline emotional, was like almost shaking. He's like, I think you just opened my third eye. Like it was dope as fuck.
Damn.
So it's like
Okay.
cool to hear your perspective of like, you're trippy with the homies and they're playing the videos, because I
Yeah.
feel like I had the role reversal. So that's
Yeah,
just
dude.
dope.
It was, yeah, and it was like it was just like one of those things where it's like it makes sense. Like
Yeah.
it's like it makes sense. Like it's like a switch goes off in your brain. Like what I'm saying. Like when I was watching those videos, and it was like, oh my gosh, I can't see the world the same ever again. Like this is it. And then the spiritual process like has just been experience and going through life and everything.
While we're talking about watching stuff while we're trippy, me and the twins one time, the homie, for those of you who don't know, the homies I make music with are twins. So we're chilling at their house. We each eat like an eighth, I think, just ground up in a fucking lemon juice, took it back. And we put on the Cosmos, like the new version, the Neil deGrasse Tyson one.
Oh shit.
We just put that shit on, bro, right when we start to feel it. We realize we watched the whole entire thing. Like we're sitting there watching it just tripping sack for like 8+ hours. And we'd been communicating, but as we start to come down, we kind of start looking at each other and we're like, dude, not one word was spoken. But like we were
Yeah.
talking the whole, like it was just on some straight telepathy shit. And to anyone looking for something to watch on mushrooms, that shit's dope. Because in the same way, it just makes sense, and they put in all these like trippy sounds. They'll
And shit,
zoom in, and
sci-fi
it's like,
sounds.
yeah, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope as fuck.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. Dude, see me.
Dude, I recommend it, honestly.
See, dude, there was this period of time where me and my homie Mellow J, me and him made a lot of music together. We we would just like literally eat tabs. We'd make a fort with all of his furniture in his room, deck it out with like lights and shit, eat some tabs, and just play Mario Kart all night, bro.
Oh yeah.
Just like,
Love it.
you know what I'm
Love
saying?
it.
But it was like we had that vibe, like, you know what I'm saying? Like there was some crazy it's crazy like looking back on just like all the just memories and like how those memories like structure the rest of your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? From like your experiences with your homies and stuff. Like some people say you should only take psychedelics by yourself and blah 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 blah. But I think that like some of the most impactful like experiences and like realizations I've had with like some of my homies.
I agree. No, I definitely agree. And honestly, that makes me think too. I was just thinking like, past memories, and I touched on earlier that I kind of came across psychedelics as I was just experimenting with drugs, like kind of more as escapism. And I just wanted to talk on the point that I feel like nowadays there's kind of a narrative of like doing psychedelics for the right reasons with the
Yeah.
right intentions, which I wholeheartedly agree with. I know you do as well. But
Yeah.
I'm just reminiscing, and it's like it took us a point to get there. And
Yeah.
I kind of like, I don't know, I don't like that narrative, because it's like, dude, if you're gonna start tripping, they're gonna bring you to where you're
Yeah.
supposed to go.
Yeah,
Like,
and I just feel like when you like if you tripping with someone, like that's a bond. Like y'all got a bond after that journey, like together. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like
For
like
sure.
it's like, oh, we tripped together, like we homies for life. Like,
Bro, I was having to like the telepathy shit happen with a bunch of the homies one time, and there was one. I'm not gonna like say names or anything, obviously, but there was one homie in the room who did not fuck with it,
oh yeah,
and that shit was great. Like he was like red as a tomato. We all like in unison look over, just like, and he's like,
yeah,
like, oh shit, bro, let's change the vibe.
yeah. I've been there,
I was just
man.
thinking because you say you got that connection, so I'm like, yeah, but be wary of like,
Yeah, that's
make
true.
sure it's people you want. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'd be okay if you read my mind. You know
Right.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, nah, you're completely right about that. There's some people it just don't mix. You know, they ain't, or they're just it's just too much.
Yeah, for sure.
It's too much for them. So what's going on in here in the chat? Yo, we got 14 people in here. That's what's up. We're doing good.
Oh yeah.
Take it. Thank you everybody that's in here, yo. We just, this is a whole new thing I'm doing. I'm no professional podcast host, but I am definitely trying to build a community with my fans. So we doing this. And I just want to highlight a lot of dope artists. So did you always make like conscious hip hop, or did you do other kinds of hip hop? Like,
I feel like I
when I
made,
first
like,
started, I'd started with like trap music, and I wasn't even living that like shit for real, like the shit I was saying.
Yeah.
But it taught me how to rap.
I feel like I was never on some like talking on stuff I wasn't
Yeah.
doing, but I will say like my earliest music was definitely putting a focus on different shit in my life that I would then I, what I would put a focus on now.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, I mean, like it's like it was shit I was doing, but like definitely, yeah, like more aligned
yeah,
with like the trap shit. But I feel like that was really only a couple songs, honestly, because we
yeah,
started making. We would always freestyle and shit like that, but we started actually being like, all right, let's record pretty close to the time that we all started like having that wake up happen. So there wasn't like that much, but I will say, and we still will do plenty of conspiracy shit. We started more out on the like conspiracy, like exposing the system, like fuck the system
yeah,
type shit. Like I was a huge fan, am a huge fan of Immortal Technique, and I was listening to his shit from a really young age.
yeah,
So I kind of liked that, like, oh yeah, fuck the government, dude. Like this shit is a fucking lie. So
yeah,
I feel like we started out more in that place, and we still try to bring that in because I feel like it's, good to have some, but we definitely are trying more and more with the new music we're making, especially myself with my verses, kind of bringing it more to spirituality
yeah,
and like stuff like that than focusing on third dimensional bullshit, even though it's still true and I think it's still very important to talk on.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, see, for me, it was a little like, it was like, it's crazy because now if I tried to like match somebody's song that was like, like some mainstream hip hop or something, I couldn't do it. Like I would
Right.
still just be bringing the same knowledge and everything, no matter who, like what it is. So it's kind of funny to think like I learned my flow and how to start rapping by making just like some bullshit, but then it like now it's like I couldn't make some bullshit if I tried.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
So I'm weird with that shit. I feel like you're always, regardless of my verse, you're always, if you know what's good with the spiritual shit, you're always gonna get at least a sprinkle of that. But I'll
yeah,
definitely say, like, I have some homies who are less on that, that they're my bros and I love making music with them.
yeah,
So if I'm doing a song with them, it's not always gonna be 100% like, conscious message,
yeah,
but it's always like you're saying, it's kind of always gonna sneak in because that's just like the
yep,
way my mind is.
yeah. That's exactly how it is for me. Like I just, it's like that's just what comes out now. Cause I've really like through
Right.
my spiritual journey have realized how like it's like when I make music, it's like I'm channeling. It's like I'm
Yeah,
tapped
for
in. It's
sure.
like
A hundred percent.
that's my like direct source with God, like in a sense.
Yeah.
So it's like once I realized that and realized that like that's what I was doing, it was like okay, now it's just like me writing a song is just nothing, like it just comes
Yeah.
out naturally, you know.
So
But when I started
I
working with
definitely,
that
sorry.
energy, no, you're good. When I started working with that energy, it's like shit just took off.
No, I feel that, bro. And like, yeah, the energy is definitely a big part of it. I feel like the shit I really, really like that I do is that same feeling. And I definitely relate to that feeling. But certain times I feel like I'm not quite there and I have to work harder. Like maybe I'm just less inspired at the moment or whatever, but I have to work harder to write a verse. And I can still do that and have it be solid. But like Cosmic, when you were like, yo, bro, like you want to try tossing a verse on here, I wrote that shit and had it recorded in probably like 40 minutes,
Yeah,
like maybe an hour. Like I think I sent it back to you the same day with a rough mix on it and was like,
yeah,
yo,
you
what do
did,
you
and you
think?
bodied that shit too.
Yeah, bro. And like that's the thing. It's
There's
like when I'm feeling something, like I was feeling inspired, I'm like, oh, I don't even have to write. I'm just like my thumbs are moving on my
yep,
phone, but it's like
yep,
it's flowing
yep,
through me.
that's how it be, man. And that's why I love collabing with people because it's like I love like two energies coming together to make like like
No,
it shows
facts.
like different perspectives, but
Yeah.
like coming together as art. I think it's dope.
Yeah, I feel like for me too, I'm a super visual person, and when your verse was playing and you were talking about like cosmic beams, I was just seeing like this sea of green and these ripples happening, and that like that's what wrote my verse. I like started off first line, I was like, cosmic beams ripple my consciousness, this rock, this skip
Yeah.
or whatever. And
My-
like that's like because that's what I was seeing. I was like seeing us putting these ripples in the
yeah.
cosmic space time, and it was like this love vibration.
Yeah.
And like, so that's like literally like I was just visualizing this shit, and I'm like, all right, what are the words that go along to this?
Yeah. And to all the new people in the chat, if you haven't, go check out me and Adam the Alchemist song. We just dropped it like what is it, a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
Just dropped it's called Cosmic. It's on YouTube, it's on Spotify, it's on all of that. So make sure you guys check that out. We got
yeah, that shit's dope, bro. I love that track.
yeah, no, it's a banger for sure. And you went crazy on the mix, did such a good job on it.
Appreciate it.
Fucking
Appreciate
who we got? The Ronin Experience. Aura, you're on another level with your music. Salute. Gratitude, brother. Thank
Facts.
you. I heard somebody, I think it's Skylar, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. That psilocybin song y'all have is top 5 for me right now. Let's
Hey, that's love,
go.
bro.
We gonna pin that. So let
Hell
you
yeah.
replay. There we go. So this is awesome,
I
man.
appreciate that. Yeah, bro, that one too is crazy because, like, I mean, like, I've come a far way with all of my craft, you know.
Yeah.
I've just because I put work into it. But when we started out, bro, like the twins have always been nice with flow. I would like have too many words to say and not understand how to fit them in beat properly, which is low key. I started producing just to be like, yo, I need to understand beats more.
Yeah.
Like I am not riding this shit right.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because psilocybin, I feel was like I rapped that shit ahead of where I was at the time with rapping. And
Yeah.
then even like shit we recorded after that wasn't as good. So it was just like on some shit I feel like with we knew we were gonna have you hop on it and whatever. It was on some
Yeah.
like divine shit where the gods were like, all right, we'll give you a sneak peek of like the tip of the iceberg you're about to start
Yeah.
melting down.
Yeah. And we got another one, don't we? There's another
Yeah.
song
So
too.
we dropped also It's All Love. That one's dope as fuck. I think that's like a super good vibe. And we have another one too that we're gonna put out. We're just trying to decide what the right move is on it because I feel like it's a real deep song and we want to figure out the right way to go about, I guess, making sure that it makes as big of a ripple as it can, and like as far as the release time and stuff like that
Yeah.
and what we're gonna do for promo. But yeah, no, we got some dope shit in the works, and definitely we'll have to make more.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna happen. I'm always down to work. Right now, like I've been like trying to harness just tapping in with the community as much as possible. It's like I
No
started to
facts.
realize I'm like, man, like I could just keep pumping out music, but it's like I need to talk to these people. I need to get out here and we need to, you know, really create a connection that, I look at it like this, and I've had this vision from the very beginning since I first started making music, and it's like if we all came together just as artists, bro, and like really like work together, it's been hard. It doesn't always work out the way that you envision,
Right.
but I just always wanted to be the one to bring everybody together. It's like the more of us, like the better, you know?
For
And
sure.
and so it's like I want to create a hub where everybody, can come to find new conscious artists. And so I think it's like really really cool that you was down to hop up on here and
Oh, absolutely, bro. I
just,
appreciate you having me.
you know, and but yeah, so I mean, thinking about some other things, man, like anything you want to tell the people.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say, just going off of what you were just saying, with getting out and talking to people. Definitely got to do more of that. I agree, just as a collective, because we
Yeah.
have one of the only genres in music where I feel like 90% of people who are on the same wave are thinking the same thing. Like, that's not, You know, there's a lot of trap
Yeah.
rappers who are like, nah, fuck you, bro. It's smoke. Like, I'm trying to be big dog.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like all of us are like, yo, leave the ego at the door. Let's fucking make some change in this shit.
Yeah.
Whatever. So it's like, yeah, we do got to be connecting more. There's no point not to, because I feel like, and not that I've like done the fucking studies to prove this, but I
Yeah.
feel as though most of the homies would be down and be with it and just trying to help each other grow. And then also, you know, fan bases transfer at a way higher rate when they're already on the like the same vibe and whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I feel
it's just like, bro, we building a spirit bomb. Like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, we're like I said, we're like the best underground genre. So it's like we gotta
Bro,
build the foundation from underground, bro. Like we gotta.
so dead ass, bro, when you dropped your last project with the dope visualizer you did with it,
Yeah.
like the AI shit, I was ripping on my DMT pen and watching that shit, just like staying at this like trippy, weird level. And like, I was watching it with my eyes open, but shit at certain points, it was like I couldn't really tell, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But dude, I was having these visions of that web that we're kind of talking about, and I think I don't know what exactly I said to you, but I sent you a message basically just saying like, "Yo, bro, like regardless of what this does for views, like I'm sure it's going to do great, but regardless of all that
Yeah.
shit, like this shit is infinite." Like, and I was feeling that, and I was feeling that not just for the that project in particular, but just with the movement that's happening. Like this is some like divinely recognized shit that's happening, and it's like eternal. Like it doesn't stop with us. And like even the part that we back to that first line of my verse, like cosmic beams ripple my consciousness, the rock
Rocket
that skid,
shit.
like that's like full
Yeah.
circle, you know, like
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like we're making fucking literal ripples in the space-time. I don't fucking know, I'm
We
cooked.
are, bro. No, we. I mean, we are though. We are though. We are though, and that's the crazy part. I have a homie, and he always tells me, he's like, "Man, you're already lit, bro." Like, he's like, you just don't realize that we're way ahead of our time. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna like when the work as people start to wake up, and I feel like everybody talks about how the world's in such a bad place, but sometimes shit's got to get bad for it to get better. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been holding
No,
on
yeah, it's
to.
like a collective fucking shadow of the soul.
Yeah. And so it's like one day this is gonna be the music that everybody's listening to, bro. And I have so
Right.
much faith in that. Like or I wouldn't be doing it. Because like,
Right.
I always like said I'm gonna set a goal that's like feels like impossible, and I'm like, I'm gonna save the world with my music. Like, it seems impossible, but it's like I could never stop trying to reach something at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
and it comes back around to that like Tupac quote, and I'm gonna butcher it, so I'll just paraphrase. But like, I might not be the person that like changes the world, but I guarantee you, I'll spark the mind of the person that is.
yeah,
Something
exactly.
something along those lines. It's like on that type shit where
Yeah,
I feel like honestly too, just in day-to-day interactions, people don't realize how big of an impact you can have on someone. Like if you do a shitty thing or if you do a great thing, like if you just help someone out in a way that's like should be normal but isn't. Like for example, like you fucking notice someone's a little short on their groceries. It's like a single mom type shit. You're like, yo,
yeah.
you're fucking 20 short now. Like, take a
Take a
20.
20, yeah.
Like, dude, like that shit will like you see them light up and you can like tell like okay, that's gonna not just improve today for them. That was like a shift for them. They were like,
Yeah.
wow, like kindness, like true kindness is still out there. Like
Yep.
just like little shit like that. Even it's just about planting those seeds, and the more that you do that, the more people that will do that, and that's how you spark the change. Like what you're saying, like setting possible goals. It's like I truly believe we can live in a world where like there doesn't need to be all this war and like hatred towards each other and like artificial division and like all the bullshit.
Yeah. And
So
that's
it's
why
like
that's why it's like super important, and I feel like that and I totally feel like I always tell like my girlfriend, I'm like, yo, like if I don't save the world, then my son is, because I'm gonna raise him to like I'm gonna
Right. No, fact.
and that's how I look at it. It's like like if it don't happen in
Well,
this lifetime, in my lifetime, that's like this lifetime, then it's I know I'm gonna at least make a huge impact for the years that come for my kid and stuff.
oh, facts, bro. And also, like, having more people that are awakened in our generation that are on the same vibe you're saying right now. Like, they're
Yeah.
not raising their kids to think of anyone as, like lesser or separate. Like,
Yeah.
even if someone's not on the spiritual path, just like, the average decent person nowadays, like, isn't gonna be a fucking racist teaching their kids like this, like racism or bigotry or like
Right.
I feel like most people nowadays, on averages, at least where I go and whatever,
Yeah.
are good people. Like in our generation,
Yeah.
there's still some assholes. There's always gonna be like, I mean, like that's just life, whatever. But I feel like I don't know. It's definitely like a lot of good people out there. I forget the point I was trying to make, honestly.
Shit, you talking about the Indigo Gang? That's what you talking about, kinda. In a sense, because our generation, man. I mean, I don't know how old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, so yeah, I just turned 30 in July. I'm a Cancer baby.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah,
Scorpio. Yeah,
yeah.
my birthday's coming up in November, so I'm almost 26, I guess.
Nice. Hell yeah, man. Well, yeah, man. We got yo, y'all going crazy in the chat right now. I seen this dude tell me, he said, work with Free Soul again, work with UA again. We got, we got.
Dude,
What he
UA
said?
needs to work with UA again.
Yeah, that's true. That's
That's
true.
what's gonna
You want
happen
me to get a
first and
song? You want me to
foremost.
work with UA, but they don't. They ain't even making music. Earth's
I
just a
mean, I want
sliver.
you to work with UA too.
Shit, hey, AK changed my life for sure. That's
Oh yeah, bro.
for sure.
It is, dude. Honestly, his last couple projects, holy, I had those things on loop, bro. I was going through a really difficult time and tracing patterns, dude.
Yeah,
I was like, I kept posting this shit up, and I was like, put respect on my man's name. Like,
yeah,
that shit's crazy, bro. Like the beat selection, the flows. I feel like AK always does a super good job of making some soulful shit that like still slaps, even if it's like on a chill ass boom bap beat. It just like
yeah.
still hits.
Dude, he's the goat, man. Hey, they
Yeah,
said
no,
UA
AK is
dropping an
crazy.
album this year. Just dropped a single yesterday. They just
Oh shit,
released
I didn't even
Megatron.
peep that. Good luck, salute.
Yeah, good look, 47 Indigo. You with it? You already know. He said
Oh yeah.
AK is the greatest of all time. Yo, he's the goat, man. For sure.
Yeah, he's
I fuck with.
definitely up there.
Yeah, he up there. I don't know if he's, the very top of my list, but he's my up there on top five. Top five. Nah, he said
Dude,
you need a
best
song.
rappers, that's like a hard question too, because here's my thing.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
asking
what's
like
your
right
favorite?
now?
Yeah, let's find out.
Right.
What's your top
No,
five?
but like here's the
I'll
thing,
try to give
bro.
you mine, but
This is a hard thing. This is a hard thing because I'm like, if we're talking all time, it's a different metric. And then I almost feel like, not that I feel this, but so many people are like, oh, I have to say either Biggie or Pac. Like, and it's like, you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
I'm
there's
not.
these weird pressures almost.
Yeah.
No, me neither. Me neither.
Yeah.
Fuck, but like, that's the thing, bro. It's like really fucking hard. I'd need different categories. Like, I'd literally need to make a
It's like what are
spreadsheet
we
and
what are we
figure shit out.
measuring? What are we measuring? Are we measuring
Right.
like flow, lyrics, like hits, or
Right, because those are
like
all different answers. If I
message?
was saying like who's been most impactful on me, because that's kind of how I
Yeah,
determine that, I guess.
me too.
Cuddy, Cuddy's definitely number one, in particular,
Me
Man on the
too.
Moon, like one, but like that's like easy. That one's super easy. The rest of them are hard as fuck though. I mean, Mac, I'm not like, this is in no order other than Cuddy's definitely number one. But
Yeah,
I feel like Mac's music, Mac Miller, like a lot of his shit that more people like wasn't popular, I
yeah,
guess, was really impactful for me. I loved a lot of that shit. Um, I mean, bro, yeah, this is fucking impossible. I could say like flow wise or like bars wise. Like it's just like putting it
So
all
base
into
it
one
off
thing.
of
I'd have
who
to think for
impacted
so long.
you as an artist the most. We'll put it like that. We'll do it like that.
Okay.
So
Well,
the
I mean,
top
like, can
five
I
artists that
cheat and
impact,
do Flatbush as one fucking?
dude. Yeah, yeah,
I'm about to basically just say the Beast Coast for the problem.
yeah.
You know, like Cuddy Mac, like the whole Beast Coast. I'm a fucking cheat as a motherfucker there. Um, and then I also have been working on a lot of different new genres too that aren't just rap. So like
Me too.
that's like a whole separate thing who inspires that more. But yeah, I'd say like definitely Beast Coast crew, all of them, fucking Mac Cuddy, huge for me. And then like I brought up Immortal Technique earlier. I feel like Immortal Technique's probably the dude that really made me like fall in love with rap.
Really.
Like I loved rap already, but like once I heard some of the shit Immortal Technique was saying, I was like, damn, bro, like this shit's so that's when I realized how deep hip hop was, I should say. Like I was
Yeah.
like, this shit's not all about just like flashy shit or like crazy shit, you know, used to love M. Like it's not all about just like these crazy bars. Like you can have crazy bars, crazy flow, and say some revolutionary ass shit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then like, you know, I love Wu-Tang. I love like a lot of the old school cats that I maybe don't keep in rotation as much anymore, but definitely had an impact with me falling in love with music or hip hop. Nas is huge for me. Used to listen to a lot of him as like a real young kid.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. That was such a long fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I feel like for me, probably mine would be Kid Cudi, especially coming from Ohio. Um,
Yeah,
Bone Thugs. Um,
fire.
and like when people think about it, it's like you can't hear that they influenced me as much, but like maybe some Cudi, but like my goal was always to be like the melodic rapper with like the fast flow too.
Mm,
So it's like you could definitely hear that, and then Absol, he's probably definitely in my
yeah,
top five,
fire.
and I definitely say Kendrick too. I mean, bro's
Yep,
the goat.
he's
Like,
crazy. Yeah, no,
yeah,
Kendrick's.
Kendrick, and then but I would say like what artists that like really inspired me too is not like hip hop too. It's a lot of like indie bands and
Yep.
like folk and shit. I listen to a lot of like Jack Johnson and
Oh hell yeah.
stuff like that. Just like feel good music and stuff. And that's something I still want to
Yeah.
do. But yeah, I definitely think like Ab Soul is probably like one of my favorites though. Like I could like
I
he
gotta
just
re
blows
bump a
my
lot of his
mind,
shit.
bro. Like he just blows
Yeah.
your mind, and he makes bangers on top of it. Like, and then their engineering and their sonics and shit, so top tier, so unique.
Yeah. Bone Thugs too, I feel like is a group that should get mentioned a lot more in this discussion, especially if you're breaking it down to like impact. Cause bro, you think like 3 6 Mafia, and then that inspires like later down the line, like Suicide Boys, like you know, just numbers wise huge. But honestly, like a shit ton of like Puya, Denzel, like I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of that shit originated with Bone Thugs at like the root, like
Oh
the
yeah,
flow patterns especially, you know, like the like na 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 na
yeah.
like type shit, like
No, and that's 100%. That's 100%, dude. A lot of I hear that in a lot of different like music, like
oh yeah,
even some of like just like even the underachievers a little bit. That's that flow. It's that fast, speed it up, slow it down. But I've noticed with like Ohio rappers, there's a lot of like it's a lot of melodic fast rappers. Like you hear Cuddy, like you don't think about it as much, but Cuddy raps fast too. Like you go listen to some of his stuff, he be spitting, and then he's super melodic.
especially in his like mixtape shit,
Yeah,
like his earlier shit. I'm like, damn,
yeah.
homie has bars.
MGK too. You know, he can be
Yeah.
melodic and he can, you know, spit super fast.
I used to fuck with MGK way back.
Yeah, I'm not an MGK fan for real, but
Yeah, no.
he's a
When
good
I was like
artist though.
in
He's
middle
super
school, I was like, this
talented,
dude's
bro.
tough.
He's
No,
super
he is.
talented, but he's just like
That's
it's not
just
my cup
facts.
of tea, but
No, same.
he's super talented. Who we got in here? Let's have a conversation about constellations, about sound, light, matters of vibration, the mathematics needed for your DNA sequence.
Oh, let's go.
Shit, dude, I'm not
Shit.
Billy Carson, dog.
I mean, shit. Pick the number one thing. Like,
Yeah.
you got a whole list. That's gonna be a while to get through.
Yeah.
What do you really want to hear about? I'm not Billy Carson either, but I'll hit my Deems pen a few times. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, actually,
the Ronin
MF
experience.
Doom, respect.
369 vortex mathematics. You need to come with.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
He's just talking on some fucking Fibonacci sequence, right?
He said
Or no, I'm
369
tripping.
Vortex mathematics.
I don't know, bro. I'm
they
too
said
stoned.
they want the Terrence
Come back
Howard
to me.
talk, dude.
Terrence Howard going in, bro. Honestly, I fuck with homie. I don't know anything about him, but just based off of what I've been hearing him saying, I'm like, I don't give a fuck if he's right. I fuck with this dude. Like,
dude, yeah, I know. That's how I mean. I feel like his energy just super pure though when he say what he's saying.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's
well, no,
very
he
complex.
definitely believes that he's saying it right, and like honestly, just like on a trippy level, I feel like it resonates with me what he's saying. Like thinking back on different trips I've had, I'm like, this kind of makes sense to me how he's breaking shit down.
Yeah,
but I don't have the science to back that shit up.
Yeah, me neither. I should have paid attention more when I was in science class. Just kidding.
Yeah,
that was just a joke. But all right, well.
369 vortex. I'm like, really know what he's talking about, but I don't. Like, it's so fun. I'm spacing like a motherfucker. I want to answer a homie's question, but fuck it, I guess.
It's not. He didn't even really ask a question. He's just saying to talk about it.
Oh, true.
He just wants to top that topic.
I mean, bro.
Tesla.
I ain't talking on that, but I'll talk on something I was telling my homie the other day that I just think's an important lesson. Fuck it, lock in. So I was talking about kind of like non-duality, right?
Yeah.
And how everything exists, like my perception of God essentially is like everything's a fractal or a strand in the fractal that's God essentially, and it's just all things combined, like source, whatever.
Yeah.
But I was breaking it down like talking about highs and lows in life because we both went through like a rough chapter not, too far back. And I was talking about like, a wave function. You have the trough and you have the peak. But if you zoom out, like it's the same wave.
Yeah.
So I just figured I'd tap on that and like just like give a perspective of remembering that and that like that's an inevitability because we are just a wave. And I saw him say vibration. I'm like, waves. Yeah. But off topic, good advice.
But I think though, you said the waves like that. But I think it goes like this. Or like you keep going higher, but you keep going down, but you keep coming up a little bit more each time.
No, for sure. Like, and then, bro, here's the thing. That's
it's like an incline.
This wave is probably inside of a bigger wave. You know what I mean? Because it's like as above, so below shit. So it's like, like we could even just be on the upward trajectory of a bigger wave.
Exactly.
And then who knows what the fuck happens after this life, buddy. Lock in.
Yeah. Our goal is tenuous and aka die to reach God's state nirvana. I mean, absolutely. I've heard someone say, I forget who it was, but they said, it was like some shamans or something, and they said like, like they believe that you're supposed to die still in this realm to be able to take it with you when you die, like type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you go through like ego deaths and stuff
Yeah.
like that with like shamanic rituals and plant
I mean,
medicine
bro,
and shit. Like,
blasting off on DMT, you might as well die.
yeah.
The first time
Well,
I did
that's
that shit, bro, I was
that's
convinced I was dead.
well, when I did 5-MeO Bufo, that's exactly what it was. I mean that's how I would imagine it being. I mean, the best way I could explain it, bro, is like, I mean, it felt like I was dying. It felt like I was gone. And the craziest part was when I came back, it was like I was in my mom's womb again. It's really crazy, man. I felt like mad mom energy, and it was like literally like a rebirth, bro. It was the most crazy experience ever in my life. It completely changed everything. But it's just like that, like, I have that now to take with me the rest of my life, that experience to, you know, help me make sense of when I actually am ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's like something that's crazy to think about, is like to have and like you hear people that have like near death experiences and shit. It's super, like, you know, they come back and they're like, this is like, I don't have the same fear of death. I want to live my life to the fullest now. You know what I mean? You have so much less fear because it's like, you know, you feel it. You feel that complete bliss and infinite love. And that's the best way I could explain what I experienced when I did Bufo. And it was just complete bliss. And it was like, it's like you learn and you research all this spiritual stuff all these years and implement as much as you can. But when you do something like that, it's like, this shit is real. Like, everything that I ever thought and believed in and, you know, based my life around, I know now. Like,
yeah, dude. The last time I did DMT, it wasn't 5-MeO or anything, but I did a pretty solid dose, just like cold started it in the banger. And I had a honestly very similar experience where it was like, I don't know, the best way I could describe it was like I was melting in it to everything as everything was melting into me, and I was just like feeling the most just like love, and like it was like I was getting hugged by my mom, but like it was like the god version of her, and she had all of existence like inside of her and was just like melting me into her. I was like, oh my god. Like, it was I came back, bro, and I cried in gratitude, like straight up tears.
That's how I
Like,
was
I
after
was
that
like
too.
crying when I came back. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, thank you.
Yes.
Like,
And that was another thing that I remember, is it's like, I remember when I was gone, I remembered like how bad I wanted to come back at the same time, because it's like, I remember now what this was like and why I wanted to be there in the first place. Okay, let's go back. I miss my son and I miss my family, and I'm like, it's like all this shit that I'm worrying about and like been stressing about now, it doesn't matter because I'm this. So it's like, now I'm back. I'm like, I see why I came here. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, whatever beings I was talking to were basically like, they were like essentially telling me that someone in our like soul whatever group, I don't know how to word it, but like in this sector of the soul family had to incarnate, and all of us were kind of like, and that like essentially I like was like, fuck it, like I'm going in, like love y'all, like whatever is what it is.
yeah.
And like I don't know why we were salty about it, didn't get any type of clarity on that. But then I'm like just having this reunion with them, and it's just like absolute bliss. And then we're kind of like, there's a joking energy with whatever entities I'm talking to, and they're like, yeah, so we're gonna put you back in your body now, bud, and it's gonna fucking suck again. And I was like, fuck, all right, I got y'all. And then like they just slowly slipped away. It was funny.
It's crazy because it's like everybody's journey and trips, they're gonna like relate to them in that moment of their life.
Yeah, for sure.
Me, what I experienced in that was exactly what I needed. That I wasn't communicating with nothing. There was nothing else. I was everything. That's how it was. Like,
I've heard that about the 5-MeO.
Yeah, I was just everything. I was light and I was bliss. It was like the purest, like like feeling. I felt so naked. And there was just nothing. Every bit of weight and anything was just gone, and I was just everything, bro. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah, sounds amazing.
It was life changing. And it happened not too long ago, so that's why it's still like something fresh. Like I'm still like integrating that experience.
Bro, one tip I want to also throw out there for like, I don't know if it's beneficial for you, but also the homies in here. If you keep a dream log, even if you don't remember them all the time, that shit's huge. First of all, it's just huge on its own. But also, I've noticed I can retain my DMT trips like in my memory for far longer than I could prior to having like a dream log that I keep.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a huge thing because it is like, I don't know if this is 100% proven, but it's at least suspected that our dreams are just like a slight release of DMT.
Yeah.
So, it like kind of makes sense. The more you track the world there, the more you're tracking, I don't know, your connection to the DMT world as well.
Yeah.
So just a little tip, because it can be helpful to remember not just your dreams, but also, your journeys with these,
medicines.
Substances, whatever, medicines, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
It's gonna be profound, but profound doesn't even really matter if you forget it 10 minutes later.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hell yeah. Well, this has been awesome, man. You're the first guest ever on the CLE
I
stream.
appreciate that.
So
oh yeah,
it's been awesome, and I definitely
think
we need to do it again. And
for sure.
Thank you to everybody in the chat for pulling up and being a part of this, asking good questions, and just showing love.
Much love.
That's what it's all about.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I gotta read this last comment. Hold on.
Saw myself
as a pregnant woman in another lifetime, and I'm 36+-year-old dude, and felt the atmosphere in Egypt of the Middle East. Bro, that's crazy.
Bro gave birth to Jesus.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Holy shit. Hey, bro, Soul Seed, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to do it every week. I'm going to keep bringing new artists on and stuff. I already got some other artists planned too. So be on the lookout.
Yeah, that's dope as fuck, bro. Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, man, if you got anything else you want to let them know.
I mean, shit, you can follow me on Instagram. So Adam the Alchemist on all platforms for my music, as well as SG603. SG603 Music on Instagram for the main page for my group. And then if you search chef_SG603, that's my personal page. And then I also just recently made a new artist page that's Adam the hang on one second. I'm like, what is my actual tag?
I think it is Adam the Alchemist.
Yeah, it's Adam the Alchemist official. No spaces, periods, or anything. I'm going to change that soon, but that's what it is right now.
So make sure you guys go hit him up. Make sure you go check out all his music. Make sure you go check out our new single, Cosmos.
Oh, yeah, that shit's dope.
It's a banger. I love you guys.
Much love to everyone in the chat. Appreciate y'all tapping in.
Yeah, we did it, y'all. I finally got all the technical difficulties figured out too. So
locked in, baby.
Love y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Mindful, wishful thinking, lessons and blessings, nothing mistaken. The mantra, I was blinded, now I'm waking. Think about the times stuck to the ground and pray I make it. A dream is just a dream if you don't take the steps to shape it. Transparency, don't let your ego overtake you. Grew up in the church, my grandma showed me I was sacred. Everybody's sensitive and everybody faking. Do it for yourself, love yourself, don't get complacent. Forever evolving, forever changing. Love without conditions, gotta love yourself to make it. I could feel my mom, energy from heaven, she my angel. 10 years in this game, thankful for my angels. I'ma be a vessel for you niggas till I get my halo. Zombie on the belly, tats like Machiavelli. Yo, this weed in my lungs, that's a 7-day theory.
Every word you speak is another spell, an affirmation to the universe, a manifestation of your God molecule. Every word you spell in your journal is an actual spell, a piece of magic. Like each lyric we sing is an enchantment of angelic energy. The words we use are powerful and must be analyzed when creating your reality. My affirmation: love all creation.
Breathing in my energy that's constant, shining on my light like the sun. Exhale all the stresses, all them toxins, channeling the message from above. Gaia, feel inspired, take me higher. My desires and my triumphs, hear the choir. Seen it all like bright energy glisten, no intermission, transcending dimensions is love the intention. Whoa, see the road of all life. First we open our minds, heal the earth in no time. Roll the ganja all night. Stepping and vibe, let that marijuana